All right, Shalom, Israel, Shalom, Shalom. It is Brother Obadiah from New Wine Congregation. And I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Shemi Hawashai. Right, Yahweh is the true name of who the world calls God, and Yahweh Shai is the name of who the world calls Jesus Christ. And Lord will I make this video short and edifying through the spirit and power of the Most High God. But as you see on the screen, it's like a job hiring paper from a brother that I actually know personally, man. I think he was applying for another job, and this is something that he sent, and if this don't show you that we close to the end, I don't know what is, man. Like they really finna start cracking down on the Israelites, right? They really finna start cracking down on a lot of stuff that we say and a lot of stuff that we do. You know, it's part of our amendment to have freedom of speech, but they finna go against that real soon. It's finna come a time that you're not gonna be able to speak your mind. You're not finna be able to speak. Excuse me. You're not finna be able to speak against homosexuality. You're not finna be able to speak against America. So I mean that's it's already here. I think Trump said something similar like that a few months back, saying if he get in office, he gonna take the people that talk against Christians off the streets or something like that. He said something similar to those words of if he get in office, he gonna take away the people that speak against Christians or speak down against Christianity. He gonna take them off the streets, man. So, hey, the time of the persecution of the saints, bruh, is literally around the corner. Like we literally been prophesying this, and they've been brothers, elders that been prophesying this before I was even born, before I was even thought about. So this word been out. You know what I'm saying? Is this word been out of the persecution of the saints, and that we're going even Yahweh Shai said that in Matthew 24, how a lot of us gonna have to get delivered up, man. We're gonna have to get delivered up to the councils, you know, because of what we believe in and what we spoke on, which we spoke against this society, and we spoke on the downfall of this country. So I mean, it's coming. So when you read this, a lot of y'all probably already done read it while I was talking, but it's the security questionnaire. It says, this is number 3. Are ye now, or have ye been within the last 10 years a member of any organization which to your knowledge at the time of membership advocates or has as one of its objectives the overthrow of the government of the United States or the government of the state of Georgia by force of violence? So they basically saying it without saying it, bro. This is talking about the Israelites, bro. Like they not gonna say it, they're not gonna put it out, but through the spirit, like when certain scriptures you read, certain scriptures don't say specifically that this is talking about Esau, this is talking about the so-called white man. But through the spirit, we know what we read, and this is talking about the so-called white man. Cause he doing these same exact stuff in today's time. He did all this throughout history. This is talking about the so-called white man. When they say that he changed I forgot the scripture when they say he named the lands after his name. We know that's talking about I think that's in the book of Psalms. We know that's talking about the so-called white man, man. He the only person that still conquered lands and naming after himself. Think about that. Even when America came from Amerigo, I always struggle with his last name, Amerigo Vespucci. That came from a so-called white man. Africa came from Leo Scipio Africanus, which is a so-called white man that conquered those lands. So I mean, the Bible talking about Esau, the so-called white man, but it didn't say the so-called white man to Esau. We just know through the spirit that's what he's talking about. Same thing with this letter right here, or this job application right here. This is talking about the Israelite. He's talking about cause we the only people organization that really speak against the United States, man, and this government. Like we literally the only organization that speak against the government, man, in the United States, the downfall of this country. especially to the extreme. Like, you may have some groups speak on it 1 or 2 times and leave it alone, but we out there every Sabbath talking about going heavy, going hard on the downfall of this country, man. It say, are ye now, or have you been within the last 10 years a member of any organization which, to your knowledge, at the time of the membership, advocates or has as one of its objectives to the overthrow of the government of the United States or the government of the state of Georgia by the force or violence. So a lot of people look at us as being violent because we speak against the downfall of America. People look at us as being violent, man. You know what I'm saying? But this is talking about the Israelites, man. They're trying to see, okay. Now this is really crafty, man, because if you could say, yeah, I am part of the Israelites, or yeah, I have been part of an organization. You never know. Esau could be slick and marking that down. Okay, even though they already know. I mean, they already know. So them asking this question, I mean, the government, they already know who he is, man. So, but they trying to see, you know what I'm saying, what's really going on, who gonna say what. But I want to get some scriptures, man. And I got it right here, 2 Ezra 16 and 70, because that time. That time of the persecution of the saints is coming real soon. Like, they finna try to crack down on the things that we do, man. It's gonna be a crime to go out and teach the Bible. Like, it's gonna be literally, you're gonna get thrown in prison or worse, put to death if you get caught speaking the Bible. Like, you ain't gonna even be able to go out and teach without the police trying to arrest you, bro. This is what's coming, man. Excuse me, man. Still trying to come up this cold. Hey, man, all praise to the Most High. But it's 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 70 through 73. It says, for there shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. So this is prophecy, man. This is what we finna come into, man. It say that it's gonna be a great insurrection upon the people that fear the Most High God, the people that actually been keeping the commandments of the Lord, man. It's gonna be an insurrection. It say they're gonna go like madmen. So it's gonna be like, if anybody's seen that movie, I think it's called The First Purge, when it was doing experiments in the hood. You seen how y'all remember the scenes when I forgot the people names, but they was going into the projects and just shooting people. Like, they wasn't having mercy on them or nothing. They were just going door to door, just shooting people, man. Like, literally just shooting people. That's how it's gonna be in that day. They see you with fringes on, or your family turn you in and say, oh, he over there. They finna go crazy. It's not finna be no please forgive me, I'm sorry. They finna be like madmen. Why? Because they already look at us, the Israelites, as a threat. Right? They already look at us as morons, and we hate society, which we do, but they look at us as they basically look at us as a threat. Because they look at us like, okay, what they speaking against, they hate us because we speak against society. We take away the fun. When we go to those kickbacks and those parties and we stand outside and bring the word out, they like, man, why they out there, man? The women, they got the women leaving. I ain't making no money. So that a lot of times they hate us, man, because we is literally against this lifestyle of this world. So they're gonna be madmen. It ain't gonna be nothing to them when the government come on the news and be like, if y'all see any Hebrew Israelites, They terrorists, kill them on sight. It ain't gonna be nothing for a lot of these people to do that, man. They gonna be like madmen. Where they at? They may be foaming out the mouth, looking for fringes, looking for brothers on the streets, you know what I'm saying, to slaughter. That's what's coming, man. That this time of us going out teaching, the times of us standing in front of a camera, making lessons, that's finna come to it. That's finna try to come to an end. That's finna come to an end. They finna shut all that down real soon. Now they gonna start saying, we not gonna have the freedom of speech to speak no more. And they gonna label it. They already got some brothers as a hate group, but they finna put all of us as a hate group. They finna slander our name on the news. They might do a false flag and say that a Hebrew Israelite shot up a store or something, and it was a crisis actor. It was an actor. A person had fringes on, but he wasn't really in the truth. But they framed us. They got everybody in the world thinking that we just a gang going around killing white folks. You know what I'm saying? So that's coming, man. Don't be surprised when you start seeing that. That is coming. Yeah, Revelations 2:10 for sure. Revelation. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you in prisons, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So, man, yeah, man, so it's finna come a time like that job application that I just showed on the screen, and they were asking, are you part of an organization? It's finna come a time, if you is part of an organization, they gonna throw you in prison, man. They gonna throw you in prison. And 10 days, 10 is just a spiritual number in the Bible, just like the number 7 means completion. So it can be longer than 10 days. Just imagine you get thrown into prison for teaching the Bible. For just imagine you get thrown into prison for teaching the Bible, and you getting the same amount of time in prison as a person that murdered somebody. Like that's gonna be serious. Like that's not gonna be no light thing when you be out teaching the Bible, man. Teaching against society. I ain't talking about that Christianity watered down doctrine. I'm talking about you going out there actually teaching the prophecies of what's coming to this earth and the downfall of this country. They gonna look at you like a terrorist, man. You know how people look at other them East Indians and Arabs, and I forgot bro name that they say he did the 9/11 when he crashed to the Twin Towers over there in the Middle East. They look at him as a terrorist. They gonna look at you as a terrorist when you come up and talking about some the Lord gonna destroy this place. This place is falling. That's gonna be a crime. That freedom of speech, right? It's already out the window. That show you that they hypocrites, man. How you gonna say we have freedom of speech, then we speak our freedom of speech, now we get thrown in prison? You know what I'm saying? Now we getting our rights taken away from us, you know, for speaking the freedom of speech that was given to us. But yeah, man, so that's coming. They finna crack down on They finna try to crack down on the Israelites. But that's prophecy though. We rejoice in that because that means that we closer to the end. I ain't never seen no job application or you applying for a job ask that question. Other brothers and sisters may have. I never seen them ask that question. They might be something new, man. I ain't never seen them ask that type of question about, are you part of any organization that's talking about the downfall of, or are you part of any organization that's speaking against the state of Georgia in the United States? Like, I ain't never heard that. What do me being part of an organization like that got to do with you? Like, you know what I'm saying? But Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, says the Lord God, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it. So that famine of the word coming. All this gonna come, man. That famine of the word gonna come because we're not gonna be out teaching no more. Brothers ain't gonna be able to drop classes no more on YouTube, cause when that EMP attack hit, it's not gonna be no more YouTube, and then when they start killing us and stuff like that, the Bible said we're gonna be like pilgrims on the earth. So that's gonna be the time where we not gonna be out teaching like that, man. It's gonna be over. The time for people to get the word, the time for people to get the breakdowns is gonna be over. It's gonna be dead. So we're gonna be like pilgrims on the earth. We're not gonna be in the house that we in right now. We're gonna be somewhere probably in the woods. Some brothers probably gonna be in FEMA camps. Some brothers probably gonna be ducked off in a bunker. They're gonna find a bunker, ducked off in the bunker. And some brothers gonna be martyrs. And when I say brothers, I mean sisters as well too. Gonna be martyrs for this truth and wake up in New Jerusalem. So I mean, yeah, man. So it's gonna be a lot of stuff going on, and that famine of the word gonna be crucial, because the word, the light, which is the law, is not gonna be out on the earth, man. It's gonna be complete darkness. And we out there teaching the law. We bringing a little light to this place by teaching the law and going out teaching the Bible. But once that's taken away, once they make a law and say that you can't even have Bibles, the same thing back when I encourage brothers, sisters to read 1st Maccabees and 2nd Maccabees in the Apocrypha. That was during the time of the Greek captivity. That's why you won't never read outside the Apocrypha. You won't find the Greek captivity. You need the Apocrypha to know about the Greek captivity when the Israelites, when we was in slavery under the Greeks in 1st and 2nd Maccabees. They was doing the same thing, right? It was a law that was made, man. I mean, they was burning Bibles. I gotta get it. I gotta paraphrase. I gotta paraphrase it. Burning Bibles. They was doing it. They started doing that, man, and that's gonna come back. It's 1st Maccabees 1:56. And when they had rent in pieces the book of the law, which they found, they burnt them with fire. So they was tearing the book of the law is the Bible. They was tearing up the Bible. They was burning the Bibles up, man. And whosoever was found with any of the book of the testament, or if any committed to the law, the king's commandment was that they should put him to death. So it was a time where it was a time that was during the Greek captivity. Now this is coming back. This is coming back to the earth. If they found Bibles, they were burning the Bibles. Even when you watch the book of Eli, he said during the time of the war they burnt the Bibles up. He had the last Bible on the earth. All the rest of them was burnt up. Now I said back then, if you was caught keeping your laws and living according to the Bible, you were put to death. If you wasn't living like a Greek, you were put to death. If you were speaking against the lifestyle of the Greeks, you were put to death. It's gonna be the same thing coming back to the earth, right? If you trying to keep the laws of God and keep this Bible and speak against this society, you're gonna get put to death or thrown in prison. It's gonna be the same thing. If you speak against the lifestyle of Americans and the lifestyle of speak against this country, you're gonna get put to death or thrown in prison. So I mean, this same stuff is coming back to the earth. It's nothing new under the sun. Revelation 6:9. It's Revelation 6:9 through 11. And when he had opened the 5th seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the words of God and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? And white robes were given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season, until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled. So there's prophecy that a lot of our brothers and sisters are going to have to be martyrs. Same thing back in the Maccabees. A lot of our brothers and sisters were martyrs, man, because they didn't get down with the ways of the Greeks. They were still keeping the laws of their forefathers and foremothers. So they was put to death for that. It's gonna be the same thing. A lot of us gonna get put to death because we're not gonna want to eat pork. You know, a lot of us gonna get put to death because we're not gonna want to turn our brother in. You know, we're not going to tell the Esau where our brother's at. So a lot of us gonna get put to death because we're not gonna want to eat shrimp. They're gonna have some shrimp in our face, telling us to eat it. We're not eating it, so they're gonna get upset. And that's what he said. You're gonna get white road. White road. You done made it, bro. You done made it. But it's all part of, you know, the prophecy, and some of us gonna have to be martyrs in this thing and die for this truth, which is that's coming. It's quicker. It's here, man. It's closer than we think, bro. It's closer than we think, and I know it was a scripture in Esther that I wanted to bring out. I think it's Esther 14, addition, an apocrypha addition to Esther. Is it a 14 in addition to Esther? Yeah. Or was it 13? Yeah. Addition to Esther 13. Let me see. I want to start at I'm gonna start at verse 3. It say, "Now when I asked my counselors how this might be brought to pass, Amen excelleth in wisdom among us, and was approved for his constant good will and steadfast fidelity, and had the honor of the second place in the kingdom, declare unto us that in all nations throughout the world there was scattered a certain malicious people," he's speaking of us, the Israelites, "that had laws contrary to all nations." And that's, our laws is different, man. How we live is different than how the average American live. We have certain laws that help us govern ourselves according to this Bible. People look at us weird because we don't eat pork. People look at us weird because we don't celebrate holidays. People look at us weird because we in the tent during the Feast of Tabernacles. People look at us weird that we fasting. People look at you weird because you say you keeping the Sabbath day and you can't work. They think you weird because you missing out on money. So people look at us, our laws are different than the society, they laws, and how the society is set up. It says, "And continually despise the commandments of kings, so as the unity, I think that's unity of our kingdoms, honorably intended by us, cannot go forward." So it's like, even back then, you had our people bucking up against the system. I'm not doing that. I'm not finna get down with this. So that was hindering them, man. They said they can't even move forward. That's how it is now, man. When the holiday season come around, we not spending money on that. And the so-called white man, he like, dang, what's going on? Why I ain't making a lot of money? Because we waking up, and we not spending we not wasting our money on no Christmas gifts or no Halloween costume because that's wicked. And they get mad about that, man. Like, why they just can't be in the Matrix and buy all this stuff? Why they just can't get down with the program? That's what they say. Why can they just get down with the program? That's what he said when he say honorably intended by us cannot go forward. They can't move forward, man. Cause we are the we make this country go round, right? We are the ones that buy all these stuff out these people's stores. We the main ones that's buying all this stuff, and we keep their business going. So if we all just came to the agreement that we boycotting these stores, just black and Hispanics alone come together. All the black and Hispanics come together and be like, we boycotting. We're not buying nothing from these people's stores. They'll drop their business and go dead. They'll be begging us to start buying from them. Whatever it takes. They'll say whatever it takes, we'll do whatever. Y'all want us to keep y'all laws, we'll keep y'all laws. Well, y'all want us to work for y'all, we'll work for y'all. Whatever we can do, man. Just please come back shopping with us. Please, whatever y'all want us to clean y'all cars every day, right? Y'all want us to wash y'all feet, right? What y'all want us to do? Y'all want us to entertain y'all? We'll do it. But just please come back to our business and come shop with us so we can make a living. That's what they'll do because they need us. We are the main consumers. It says, seeing then we understand that this people alone is continually in opposition unto all men. See that? Differing in the strange manner of their laws. See, they think it's strange though. They think it's even our own people nowadays think our laws strange. When they say when we tell them we can't do certain stuff, they think our laws is strange and weird. That's how the heathens think. An evil affected to our state, working all the mischief that they can, that our kingdom may not be firmly established. So that's really how they thinking right now, and that's what's gonna really make them really try to press down on our necks because they gonna see their kingdom starting to fall, man. The scriptures say, Satan knows that he got but a short time. Satan got but a short time. They know that their kingdom is falling. They can't be established because we not. Let me get that verse. This is what I'm saying. This is like the Greek and Roman captivity. America is the Greek and Roman captivity and a little bit of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Because they doing the same thing. They wanted that. Let me show you the same thing in the same exact thing in the Maccabees. The same thing in Maccabees. It's the same thing that America trying to do. First Maccabees, 1 and 41. 1 and 41. First Maccabees 1 and 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, all Americans, one nation under God, one people, same thing. And everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathens agreed according to the commandment of the king. So he's like, y'all gonna leave y'all laws, y'all gonna leave y'all beliefs and customs, and we all gonna be one people. Yes, many also the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah that they should follow the strange laws of the land and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbath and festival days and pollute the sanctuary and holy people. Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts, that they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation, to the end that they might forget the law and change all the ordinances. And whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he said he should die. And he commanded that to Judah, to our cities, man. He's sending that to us like, bro, y'all gonna stop doing what y'all do. And that's what they finna push. We're not finna be able to go out and say that we Israelites. See, right now, everybody want to be Israelites. They got it in their bio saying they Judah. People, know what I'm saying, wearing they fringes. Hey, sooner or later, that's not finna be something that we're gonna just be able to do and be free. Like, they might throw you in prison if they see you with fringes. They see you trying to keep the Sabbath day. It might kill you for that. This is what's coming, man. And they trying to take us away from our law. They're trying to take us away from keeping our laws that our God gave us. It's the same thing that they was doing during the Greek captivity. They want us to be one nation. They want everybody to serve America. They want everybody to keep these holidays. They want everybody to eat pork. Everybody to go to church on Sunday and break the Sabbath day. They want us to have the same mind as citizens of this country. But we can't never do that when we keeping our laws in our that our God gave us. So it's hindering their kingdom. It's hindering America from being more wicked because we pushing light in this kingdom. And that's what's gonna make them try to overthrow us, man. But at the end of the day, some of us may die. Some of us may get thrown in prison. But at the end of the day, Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus Christ, he will reign and he will establish his kingdom in New Jerusalem. So we're going to win at the end. The Israelites is going to win. It's already written. The Israelites are already finna win. Our kingdom is going to be established and ran by the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, Yahweh Shai, right? And that it's nothing that the so-called white man, nothing that this country, this army, these military troops can do to stop what's already written, right? So this, Lord willing, brothers and sisters, man, just get your minds right. You know, including myself, we got to get our minds right for the stuff that's coming, man, because it's finna get real soon. We want to make sure that our spirit's right in these days, right? So this brother Obadiah from New Wine Congregation. And I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. I say shalom. Matter of fact, before I end this, I want to see it's like it for my typing. I be typing fast. That's why I got that correction on my warns the enemy without country, Christian me together. I want to say if this it. He had said it on stage. I don't want to get copyrighted from these videos. So he's saying, in my first term I fought for Christians harder than any president have ever done before, said Trump, and I will fight even harder for Christians with 4 more years in the White House. So I mean, Trump saying, you know, he for the Christians. He for Christianity. He for that white supremacist religion. So anybody that's speaking against, I don't, if you can look the video up. He said it on the discussion. He was saying like anybody that's speaking against Christians and stuff like that, you know, he gonna get them off the streets. So you know, we Israelites go back and forth with Christians. You know what I'm saying, trying to prove that they off. They not keeping the laws of God. They're not keeping the Bible. So I mean, he gonna look at, he already, and best believe he see the videos, so he looking at us like, man, they a threat to Christians. They a hate group. We got to get them off the streets. You know, they're talking down on, you know, these pure blooded Christians. So I mean, it's coming, bro. The persecution of the Israelites, the saints, is coming, man. So we got to get our minds right. You know, so with that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Shema Washai. I say shalom. Hold up. Every time I'm finna close, the most I like, hold up. All I had to do was keep reading on. It say, in his speech, Trump promised to create a new task force to counter anti-Christians bias by investigating discrimination, harassment, and persecution against Christians in America.